Today, we'll be learning the 2 minutes rule from James Clear book entitled Atomic Habit to Fight Against Procrastination. Did you know that students often report that procrastination occupies over a third of their daily activities? Scrolling on social media, playing video games, etc. That said, it's like you spend 8 hours for sleeping, 8 hours attending school, and 8 hours scrolling on social media, playing video games, watching K-drama, and the likes. Nobody likes procrastinating, but it is just hard to get rid of. Applying that 2 minutes rule, you can deal with the problem of procrastination. But what is procrastination? Procrastination is the act of delaying or postponing a task or set of tasks. To get rid of that, establish a productive habit that will help you get things done a lot easier. Establish a productive hobbies such as hobbies that makes you money, hobbies that keeps you in shape, hobby that builds knowledge, hobbies that evolves your mindset, and a creative hobbies. 2 minutes rule states that when you start a new habit, it should take less than 2 minutes to do. And you'll find that nearly any habit has its own 2 minutes version, like its little version, its mini-me, like father and son and daughter and mother. For example, reading a book before bed each night becomes read 1 page. Study for class becomes open my notes. Play my guitar becomes pick up my guitar, and run for 3 miles becomes tie my shoes. The 2 minutes rule will make your habit as easy as possible to start. Like anyone can read 1 page or pick up their guitar or open their notes or tie their shoes, right? And as we have just discussed, this is a powerful strategy because once you've started doing the right thing, it is much easier to continue doing it. It is like you're building a momentum, like a snowball effect, where one action causes more actions to happen. In a literal sense, if you have a little snowball and you continually roll it on the ground, you'll eventually get a bigger size snowball. The point is, you have to build a momentum. A new habit should not feel like a challenge. The actions that follow may be challenging, but the first 2 minutes should be as easy as eating a pie. It's like you want to explore a very beautiful place, but you must first enter a door. You have to figure out your gateway habit that naturally leads you down to a more productive path. Now, how can we figure out those gateway habits? You can usually figure out those gateway habits by mapping out your goal from the scales of very easy to very hard. It will lead you to your desired outcome. For example, running a marathon is very hard. Running for 5 kilometers is hard. Walking 10,000 steps is moderately difficult. Walking 10 minutes is easy, and tying your shoes is very easy. Your goal might be to run in a marathon, but your gateway habit is to tie your shoes. Now, why the 2 minutes rule work? People think it's weird to get hype about reading 1 page or opening their notes or tying their shoes. But the point is not to do one thing. The point is to master the habit of showing up. The truth is, a habit must be established before it can be optimized. If you can't master the habit of showing up, then you have a little hope of mastering the finer details. Instead of trying to engineer the perfect habit, do the easy thing on a more consistent basis. You have to standardize before you can optimize. As you master the art of showing up, 2 minutes simply becomes a ritual at the beginning of a larger routine. And, for example, by doing the same warm-up before working out, you make it easier to get into the state of peak performance. By following the same creative ritual, you make it easier to get into the hard work of creation. Make it easy to start, and the rest will follow. Now, You may feel like you're trying to fool yourself by applying this strategy. After all, nobody's trying to read one page or tie their shoes or pick up their guitar, right? And if you know it's a mental trick, why would you fall for it? If that's the case, try this. Run, go for a run, play your guitar, read a book, and study for class. But you must stop after 2 minutes. This is not a strategy for starting. It is the whole thing. Your habit can only last 120 seconds. Strategies like this work for another reason too. It reinforces the identity you want to build. You're not worried about getting in shape. You're focused on becoming the type of person who doesn't miss workout. You're taking the smallest actions that confirms the type of person you want to be. It is like you want to build a house, but you must build it brick by brick. Start now. Like as Jack Canfield said, your habit will determine your future. If you want to have a good or a perfect result in the future, you have to start now. That's all. Thank you for all the sources that I have got in order to present this wonderful strategy. Now, again, this is Jeremie Canyosa from BSBA 1F. Thank you for listening and goodbye.